And so we get to the final film in the Halloween franchise, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. I was quite surprised on my second viewing of his first film, because the first time I'd seen it in cinemas, I just hated it with a passion. And the same was with this one, really. I saw this in cinemas, hated it, just hated it. With this one, on second viewing, I still hate it. Did not like this at all. It is far too dark, takes itself far too seriously, and it's really badly written. You take the moments from the first film, from Zombie's first film that I didn't like, the stuff at the beginning with all the foul-mouthed stuff and characters that are all kind of white hillbilly hicks, and it just, he decides to do that for a full movie. Another thing that I really hate about this is Malcolm McDowell's Sam Loomis, Dr. Sam Loomis. He has never been more unlikable than in this film, and there is a pathetic attempt towards the end of the film to try and kind of have this character redeem himself, and it is too little too late. He's unrecognisable from the character we've seen before, and I know that Donald Pleasance's iteration of Loomis at one point did err on the side of douchebag a little bit too much. That was with Halloween Part 5 when he was shouting at children, but never to this degree. You know, they've completely tarnished that character, completely turned him into something he never was. Someone else who doesn't do a right lot of any great importance is Michael Myers himself. Given the fact that we have so many scenes with him, you know, for much of this film, he's just meandering through the landscape, hacking up random individuals who we don't care about because they have no real relevance to the overall plot, and doing so without his mask on. And you're just kind of like, what is this film? It just seems completely unrelated to the rest of the franchise, which I think could be good. You know, in many respects, to distance yourself from some of the stuff and kind of make yourself feel fresh, but it's just done in completely the wrong way for me. There's this whole symbolism in there with this white horse, a symbolism that is completely like just negated by the fact that right at the beginning we have this opening credit that tells us what the horse means. Purity and the emotion of rage in its purest form being released. So yeah, great. We know what it means, so when we see it, there's nothing for us really to read into there because we've already been told what to read in. And it's just mumbo jumbo. It's Zombie's attempt at trying to make the film a more artistic endeavour, and due to the hokey dialogue, the awful performance by Sherry Moon Zombie, who I thought was watchable in the first film but is just atrocious here, is just made absolutely pointless. Violence in this film as well is really off the scale. It's very aggressive, and we even see Michael Myers, or hear Michael Myers I should say, in these scenes kind of expelling these noises of rage. So as he's stabbing people, he's really letting out these grunts, and that kind of adds to the overall effect of its ferocity. It leaves a bit of a bad taste in the mouth, particularly one scene in which Myers kills Octavia Spencer, or at least the character she is playing. She plays a nurse. Real surprise to see her pop up in this, given the type of work she's done since then. You know, she's played a lot of kind of Christian type characters, I guess, you know, women of faith, kind of very strong-willed women, but have a bit of a church background or something. So to see her here in this, getting brutally murdered, she puts in an excellent performance, I must say. In the small bit of screen time she is given, you can see just with what she has that she's an incredible actress, but it's just a shame her talents are wasted on this drock. Which brings me to the three things about this film that I do actually like, and that's three performances. One by Scout Taylor-Compton as Laurie Strode. I think she does a very good job of showing her descent into madness, having been kind of related to Michael Myers and going through all the stuff she went through in the first film, although that there is a Dallas moment in this one in which something that has been going on for quite some time turns out to be a dream, and it builds all this tension and then snatches it away by saying, actually, we don't know where to go with it, so we're just going to say it's a dream. And you feel like you've just wasted 20 minutes of my time there, Mr. Zombie, so thanks for that. Danielle Harris, once again, really good performance. Not given the right lot to do, but what she is given, she does well with. The third one, and for me, the absolute standout in this film, is Brad Dourif. Brad Dourif is excellent here. It's a real shame. It's a real shame that he gets to be so excellent in a film that is this poor. Because I'm a big fan of Brad Dourif, I highly rate him, but he only usually gets to play wackos, psychos, creepy guys. The fact that he's here playing this really decent character, this sheriff, and doing a damn good job with it, it breaks my heart that, like I say, it is in this piece of crap. So yeah, see this film for Brad Dourif and the other two performances I mentioned. Everything else, not so much. I give this a 1.5 out of 5. So if you've seen this film, please do comment below and let me know what you thought about it. And until next time, cracking. One by Scout Taylor-Compton. No. Yeah, Scout. People with 3-barrel names, what's that all about?